current kits are boring, so in this video I'll be redesigning Premier League kits with a twist. Make sure to subscribe because at 10,000 subscribers we're doing a buzz cut. And make sure to join my mini league. Let's start off with the Gooners. Arsenal's current kit looks like this, perhaps taking inspiration from the last video that I made. Arsenal's home kits are always the same, so I decided to stick with this brief and design a boring kit that reflects the club. I present to you my Arsenal kit. Moving on to Aston Villa, whose home kit is hardly different from last season's. With a bit of spice, here is my Villa design. Moving on to one of my favourite kits of the video, it's Bournemouth. Here's their current kit and here's what I designed. Moving on to the Bees, and here is my finished Brentford kit. I hate Brighton, their kits are boring, but I am a fan of my design. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my Brighton kit. Now we move on to Burnley, and this isn't one of my proudest moments. Cover your eyes if you have to, here is what I designed. Chelsea are up next, and recently their kits have stood out from the crowd. To meet the criteria, I made sure I splattered loads of blue and white over a shirt, and here's my final design. Palace are up next, and our kits are normally quite unique. To create my kit, I looked at previous graffiti and street art style kits that Palace had made, and then I used a map of South London, and here are my final results. Everton have hardly changed their kit from last season, so I took it into my own hands to provide the fans with justice, and here is what I designed. Moving on to Fulham, whose kits are normally as dull as their history and prawn sandwiches at half time, here is the kit that I made for them. Newly promoted Leeds have a history of classic kits, so here is the minimalistic kit that I designed. Now we move on to Liverpool, who have had some really nice kits in the past. I found this one hard, so I based it off of last season's, and here is my final design. Let me know in the comments if you like this one, because I'm not sure. Now we move on to Man City, who have consistently delivered some exciting kits in the past. Here's the kit. I think this one could have been improved. Next up is Man United, and after a lot of work, here is my final design. I'm not expecting Newcastle fans to like this one because I switched up their classic stripes and replaced them with this. Nottingham Forest are up next, and personally I'm not a fan of the new kit that they have that everyone's glazing. It's almost as bad as Marinakis, but the kit that I designed isn't great either. Sunderland are up next, so I wanted to respect their club's history by creating a nice kit, and here is what I ended up with. Spurs kits are usually boring and basic, so it's time for FPL Chicken to jazz it up. West Ham's home kit is average, so I attempted to take it to the next level. Let me know in the comments if I did. The final kit of the video is Wolves. I tried to base my design off the scratch marks from a wolf, but here's how it turned out. Thanks for watching. Why don't you watch this one?